Hello and welcome to the Chatty Corner, where we talk about our experiences as a modern Hmong American woman.
Today, you're listening to episode 7 of our podcast.
My name is Passion, I'm the hostess.
My name is Pachia, and I am the co-host.
Grab a snack and tune in to our podcast because in today's episode, we'll be discussing favorite food places, food obsessions, and our least favorites. Now, I just want to do a disclosure because I know there's foodies out there that will definitely have something to say. So I just want to mention that we're not professional foodies, so many of our favorites may not be yours. And also, we want to apologize ahead of time if we discourage any of your favorites as well. Our opinions do not identify the qualities of these restaurants/dishes, okay? This is going to be a very light episode. I'm very excited for us to talk about it because we both love food, but then we also do have our dislikes in a lot of little areas. And it can be like veggies, fruits, a lot of snacks and stuff, because snacks are considered food. Things that we just consume, what are some things that we may or may like. But before we actually dive into the least and the most favorites, how do you describe your taste bud? Like, how do you, like, because everyone's taste buds are different, right? But, like, what have you noticed about it?
I don't really like super savory foods or, like, anything that is, like, explosive in flavor. Ooh. I tend to not eat.
Give an example. What would be an explosive thing to you?
Like, right now, I'm thinking about, like, anything that's, like, gushers or, like, in terms of, like, snacks, but, like, real food.
Are you talking about things that pop?
I don't know, just hidden flavors. Like when you eat it and you're like, oh.
Oh, so you don't like surprises.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like, I don't like it.
Because I was thinking, like, if you didn't like things that were explosive, like physically like popping, you probably don't like fish eggs. Then, like, the way how they just gush out.
Yeah.
Mm-mm. Oh, okay. So you don't like it also, but by taste wise, you don't like it when it's a surprise, but you also don't like it when it physically actually pops it either.
Yeah.
So do you like blueberries though?
I do, but they don't really pop.
Just a little bit. I think for me, I was afraid of eating blueberries because I didn't like that they would like gush out. Maybe they was the really ripe ones. Actually,
the really ripe ones do pop.
Yeah, because to me, so yours is your thing is the texture. It has to be the right texture.
Not necessarily, like super strong flavors. I don't like, because you know how like gushers are super sweet on the inside.
See, I never thought about that because I just like eat the whole thing, not thinking about the inside.
No. I'm trying to think of a food like for example, like ravioli has like meat inside, but like I really like that. Or like wontons are really good.
Okay.
What's a super like strong
dish? I'm trying to think too. Do you like durian?
No, I don't.
And do you feel like, have you tasted it?
Mm-hmm.
And do you feel like you can taste the smell? Because some people said they can't taste the smell of the durian. But I do too. Like, it tastes how it smells. But people are like, no, it doesn't.
I think it tastes like how it smells. It smells really strong.
Mm-hmm.
And so you can definitely taste it. And I don't usually eat it because it's like super strong.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of another strong thing. Do you like a lot of garlic?
No.
Oh, dang.
I'm like a really mild, like, I like it when things taste good, but like a light, like, taste.
Yeah, and it evens out, and it's like nothing.
Yeah.
So you probably don't even like do you know what truffles are?
I do.
The mushroom truffle, though. Not the chocolate truffle.
Oh.
Yeah. No, it's okay.
I know that chocolate.
No. Have you had like the mushroom truffle?
The one that's like stuffed mushroom?
No, it's a very high end expensive mushroom, and it is pretty potent too. That's why they only do it by the shaves of the mushroom.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever, and I don't think I'll.
I think I'm gonna have to bring it in for you. You probably won't like it, but I want you to kind of see when you would know. Sometimes they put on pizzas. They put it in like pasta. Even sometimes on like Wagyu steaks and stuff like that.
I didn't like olives because they were super strong.
Super salty.
Yeah. Like it hits you, and I'm like, ew.
That's why it's good with alcohol. Because it cuts the.
It cuts it out.
Yeah, it cuts it out. Yeah. Same with like pickles. People sometimes do pickle juice and their shots.
Oh,
yeah,
that's so gross.
I like it.
I could never. Like, I'll eat pickles on its own, but
so I think I'm starting to see where you're at, and so because once I asked the garlic question, I already knew, because if you're not a garlic girl, you definitely don't like strong things. Because I'm a garlic girl. I like extra garlic on my garlic fries.
I can't even eat regular garlic fries.
Oh,
like I'll
really?
eat one or two, and I'm like, so much garlic though.
Like it's too empowering.
Like, I like it just slightly.
Yeah, then you definitely would not like truffles in, because it's a very strong flavor, especially if they put truffle oil inside their dish. Now that usually happens in like a lot of their pastas and stuff like that. They want to put that there, but they definitely put it in like it's really on the high end of like the restaurants and stuff like that, because it's very expensive to find truffles, or to even I think grow them too as well. But I haven't really embedded and looked into it. But whoever's listening, like definitely correct me, because yeah, I'm not like a huge like food search person, but I know that my mom and them, they always talk about it because it's such a delicacy. They like eating it. Yeah, but only whenever they go out. I would say my taste bud, now that I've gotten older, I have high expectations. And I freaking hate it, because the pasta that I made earlier, I was like, I ate it. You guys were like, oh, it's so good. I'm like, hell no. I should have put garlic salt. And there was missing some green onions. Like, I was so hard on myself. I was like, well, at least my guest likes it. They're like...
The chicken went really well. Like,
oh, yeah.
With it, so.
You guys never had chicken with your fettuccine?
Oh, like, we cook it different.
Oh, really? What do you guys do?
Like, the sauce and everything, but we do, like... How did you cook your chicken?
I grilled it. I just pan fried it. Yeah.
We like pan fry it, but then it doesn't turn that color.
So I did put a lot of oil. Yeah. So okay, so what I do is because breast meat is like fat on the top.
Yeah.
I cut it in half so that it can be so it can cook evenly. And then but I also put a saran wrap on top, and I hit that fat, that thick part, so it can be flat. So when I cook it, it doesn't take too long.
We make our chicken Alfredo different, because like...
Oh, okay.
We do the chicken, but then it's not like pan fried. It's like stir fried with broccoli. And then we add the sauce.
Oh, okay. That's interesting. So that's not called chicken Alfredo anymore. I think it's called something else. Because I remember, it's called something else. Yeah, it uses still Alfredo. It still uses the fettuccine. But it's called something else, because I know this, because when I wanted to add spinach to my fettuccine, my mom was like, no, that's called something else now. And once you put mushroom too, it's called something else too.
What? Yeah. I never knew that.
Yeah. But the reason why people say, oh, like, I want like chicken fettuccine with Alfredo, because you're just naming the ingredients. Yeah. Yeah, I know.
I never knew that.
Yeah, and oh gosh, I wish I had the time, but I would have because my family, like my brothers are like meat eaters. They would do like chicken and shrimp together. That's bomb too. Oh. Have you ever had shrimp with your fettuccine?
No.
Oh girl, seafood with the fettuccine, like it's so rich though that like sometimes if I eat too much of it, I feel kind of like xingxia, So if you guys don't know what that means, it means kind of like nauseous. So like it's a little bit too powerful for me. So that's why I like chicken, because chicken doesn't have all that fat. Yeah, it's really, how like breast is
I've had
so dry. So
I think I've had chicken Alfredo like at the restaurant with shrimp, but they make it super cheesy.
Olive Garden, huh?
I don't know. It was like at like the Bay Area. It was like one of those like touristy restaurants that was like super expensive.
Because Olive Garden does the same thing. They make it too cheesy.
Oh, it's so gross.
Yeah.
Like, talk about strong flavors.
Yeah. No, and it's funny because I was actually going to buy some shaved Parmesan to add a little bit of flavor into it. Because to me, I probably would have had a bit more saltier, a little bit more like pungent, but which is a good thing I didn't, because not everyone likes that. And you guys added your guys' own feta cheese, which was like totally okay.
It could have used a little bit of the Parmesan cheese.
You think so?
Yeah.
Okay, because
like,
I was kind of scared.
Like even mild for me.
Oh. Well, thanks, but next time I would know. Well, no, but that's okay. I would know how to do it, because I don't. It was so weird, because we always use a great value, right? And I was like, what the fuck is this? I'm like, there's enough sauce, but how come it's not flavorful?
Yeah,
that's why I was kind of confused. So I gotta talk to my mom and be like,
what'd you put in it?
What'd you put in it? It was like, it wasn't even flavorful. But yeah, I would say like I have a really high end like, okay, not high end palate, meaning like I know how to cook and I know how things combine together, but like I really do expect a lot from food. And I also the kind of person too, when I eat at a restaurant, I'm not picky. So if even the food is like plain or whatever, I'm not gonna say anything. I'm just gonna eat it, because I understand that other people cook it the way they do. But I would talk about it later and be like, it was alright. But like I would still like support those people, because I know that an alright food is better than a really bad food where there's probably not enough sauce, probably not enough like salt.
I'm talking about all the fast food chains.
Yeah, no, honestly. And so to me, I realize this too. Like every time I try something top notch, like amazing stuff, I can never see other things the same anymore. So I'm afraid to eat like. For example, Gordon Ramsay's steak. People tell me it's freaking amazing. I'm afraid to eat that, because now when I go to the casino and eat their steak, I'm just kind of like, dang it! So I'm like, it's not the same. So my taste buds are definitely are like, they love the stinky, they love the strong. Although I have made my match with one thing that I can't stand. I can a little bit, but not on its own, is blue cheese.
Blue cheese?
Have you eaten like just a little pinch of blue cheese and just eat it?
Oh, I don't like blue cheese either.
Yeah.
I don't like goat cheese or blue cheese, but I can do like the dipping sauce for blue cheese.
Oh, like the blue cheese ranch?
Yeah, that's not too bad. But that's a little strong for me.
Really? I feel like there needs to be a little bit more blue cheese in the blue cheese ranch at Buffalo Wild Wings.
Nah, I'm like,
No, and then I'm actually very surprised you were able to eat the feta cheese.
I hated it
when
did? I first ate it, but like Alex eats it a lot, and so I'm like a little bit here, and then my taste buds get used to it.
Oh, okay. But, yeah, because Justin loves eating, like he'll eat meat and rice and put feta cheese in his mouth.
That's nasty. I have to like dilute it to eat it.
Yeah, no, because it's kind of like, it's the feta cheese to Justin is like kimchi to Korean people.
Oh,
yeah, like, you know, on that side kind of thing. And I'm just kind of like, ooh, that's kind of weird. And I like it with our spam and eggs, like kind of just eating on the side, because it does add a little like punch a little bit. Because I hate one note foods where it's just salt. Like, you know, the person who like marinated was just
love salt. My foods, like, I like cooking it with just salt. And
I need
tiny bit of oyster sauce.
I need
but it's
spices.
not like bad.
Yeah, that's true. It's not. But to me, like, I love spices. Like, I need the paprika. I need the black pepper. I need like all them good stuff. And even like I love the Montreal like seasoning for my steak, because it's just like, cause you can taste like the lemon pepper in it and all of like the I don't know what it's called, but there's a whole bunch of stuff in it, but it's freaking delicious. So call me fancy, but
like seasoning is great. I love it. You know, I think it's because like I grew up on just like salt. Just my mom would make stir fry, because my dad has like diabetes, high cholesterol, and so like he
she just do it as mild as she can.
Yeah, and so I grew up just eating that, and so we'll make food and it'd be just salt and like.
I'm guessing you've eaten a lot of like gambo a lot, huh?
No,
like
actually,
boiled pork and boiled chicken.
Nah, like the chicken, but not the pork.
Really?
Yeah, cause like my mom doesn't like our family. Well, I can't speak for the boys, but I know my sister and my mom, they don't really like that fatty, like taste of the pork.
No wonder y'all not fat.
We ate a lot more chicken, and then when I met Alex is like, I loved pork. Make pork for me. And I'm like, okay, sir.
Damn, no wonder y'all so skinny and like good looking. Eating them chickens only.
Chicken, salt.
No, less salt.
less
salt.
Even less salt. Barely there.
Dude, that is so wild because it's like, I don't know. My mom loves to cook up some different culture foods too. So like she even learned how to make samosa. She even learned how to make some like Thai curry, because not a lot more people know how to make that. It's just kind of, you worked in a restaurant before, then you know how to make it. And then she even made tamales for us too, and like it's like I love how she kind of like taps into different cultures, because she has created her kids to not be picky, but also to gain like amazing taste buds, so that when we go to restaurants and stuff like that, we understand how it's supposed to taste like. That's why I wanted to bring up what are my top 3 food places right now. It just depends on where you at, right? Because to me, Chico, Priya's, I freaking love it.
Still haven't had it.
Dude, I have, okay, next time Justin and I go, I'm gonna be like, drop what you're doing. You and Alex will come out and try Indian food. It's so good, especially the lamb masala that I always get. If you get the, I think it's called thali, it's basically, you get what you ordered, which is the lamb masala, right? Which is the big portion. The entree.
Does it taste like lamb? Because I can't stand the taste of lamb. It has to be super like.
It's not. It's not gamey or anything like that.
Okay.
Yeah. I can almost believe that it's like beef. Almost. Yeah.
Okay. That's good.
But then again, your taste buds might be more sensitive than mine. So you might think like, oh no,
like,
I
oh
can't
man,
do
that's
that.
a lot.
But they do have a chicken menu. They have like pork. Oh, not definitely not pork. Sorry. They have a
Definitely
chicken.
not pork.
Yeah, sorry, not pork. Sorry, I didn't check with my cultures. They have the chicken menu, and then they have the vegetarian, and then they have the lamb menu. So when you look at that, you know what meats you want to choose.
I have a quick story.
Yeah.
About the pork. We went to eat Greek food downtown. Me and my ex-boyfriend.
Yeah.
And he wanted to really try it. He was so enthusiastic. You know how enthusiastic he was about food. And he was like, I really, really want to go eat Greek food, because that's what everybody's talking about. And like, I didn't understand hype. I'm like, it's just fucking food.
Yeah.
But I was like, okay, let's go. We go, and he's like, can I get a gyro? And the guy was like, it's gyro. I can't even fucking say it.
Oh, I didn't know it was gyro. I thought it was gyro.
No, he was like kind of rude, but he was like, it's gyro or something.
But that's also his fault for being not inclusive, though. Mm-hmm. Because even when Justin said it, he's like, I looked at him funny. I was like, are you serious? are you like messing around? Because like, it's like when people say quesadilla, I'm like, haha, you're funny because you know the right way to say it, right?
Yeah.
But Justin was dead serious. I was
I've never even experienced Greek food before, so I'm like, okay, like I don't get what the big deal is. And he was like, okay,
it's an American thing. Yeah, it's an American thing, definitely. And what happened?
He asked if they had pork.
It's not, it's lamb.
I know, he asked for pork. And the guy was like, sir, we don't serve pork here. You know the owner would kill us if we serve pork.
Yeah.
And like, he got so embarrassed. And I didn't say anything because I was like, I don't know what's happening.
Yeah.
And I don't know, man. It was embarrassing, because you know how you said like they had pork, and you're like, no, just kidding.
Yeah, I didn't even say that. I just kidding. I didn't know that okay, I'm honestly saying, like, I didn't know that the Greeks don't eat pork. I didn't know that. So, but I know, and I feel so bad for him, because he was trying so hard to be cultured, but he wasn't. And I feel like next time do your research, because they don't like it when people say gyro, because
he was so excited too. So I thought he had everything figured out.
No, it's gyro, and they're mainly like lamb, and it's a huge piece of meat that's stabbed into like a pole, and they just shave it down and put it like that, like a Greek taco kind of, and then they put like their amazing like white sauce. It almost tastes like sour cream, but I don't think it is. But it's like they put that, and sometimes they put like tomatoes and onions and like lettuce, and so like depending like how they make it, but from what I experienced, they do that.
It was really good though.
And sometimes they put feta cheese in it. Oh, so good. Yeah, and it is pretty strong. If you can't stand like lamb, that's pretty strong.
Yeah, I ate 1 or 2 bites. I'm like, I don't want it.
Yeah, the breading, it hurts my stomach. I don't know why. Yeah, which it comes. Yeah, definitely. We'll talk about later. But yeah, so I would say Priya's is a really nice place. It's it is definitely East Indian. And the people that work there are I think husband and wife, so it's like a family owned, and I love how it looks like a little fancy because they give you like these glass cups, and then it's so funny because my sister thinks, oh my god, for some reason their water just tastes so good, only because we're drinking it from a fancy cup. And then and if Justin likes it, because he's a picky person, if he likes it, I think you guys would definitely like it too, because he doesn't really like strong taste, like strong foods as well. So I was really happy at least I did something right for him, because he's so picky. And they have naan, and it's really good because you dip the naan in like your food and stuff. Super delicious. Naan is actually the only thing that doesn't hurt my stomach. Like I don't feel like kind of sick. But if you get the thali, it comes with like the entree that you chose, and then there's like I think 4 or 3 little like circle like bowls, small bowls, and you can try each of them because they like go with your entree, and then they have like rice with you.
Yeah. Is that the same restaurant that does farmers market?
I have no idea. Oh, you're talking about the one that sells samosas?
No, the one that sells Indian food, and it has like naan samosas and like the main dishes, like the butter chicken.
Oh, I'm not sure. Because I know there's another Indian food here too, which is called Goji's, right by Chickasee. Yeah, I don't know, but I know that there's like a couple restaurants, like East Indian restaurants in Chico.
Cause the one I'm just saying, cause like the one in downtown is like super good.
I don't know. I haven't been to the farmers market. I'm not gonna lie. Every time I go to farmers market, I don't look at the name.
You just go by the.
I look for what they have. Yeah,
I don't look either. That's why I don't know.
Yeah, and then another thing that I really like that's okay, so I'm sorry. Some of these things may not be here. So, but the Priya's is here in Chico. But another one that I really, 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 really like that I had my sister and her boyfriend introduced me to is a sushi place in Sacramento. Frick, I forgot.
You talking about Fuji's?
Yes. So yeah, Fuji's. I'm like, is that called Zen something? I don't know. I'm not being racist, guys. I promise. But yeah, it's Fuji's, and it's a sushi place, and I love it because it actually used to be an all-you-can-eat sushi place.
Is it not anymore?
It's not because of COVID, and they probably lack the workers. Which is totally okay. I think I like the way how they do it now, where they do platters, right? Platter A, B choices, and it comes with that. And I love when they do that, and then they have they're like regular menus. I think they make the more money that way, and people still come because they're delicious. And
when are we going?
Girl, I've been trying to tell you, like, let's go.
Let's go, like before school starts, cause I'm free.
Okay, we could probably go the week right before you go to school, because this weekend I'm busy. I have a birthday to go to.
All right.
Yeah, and then it's this birthday girl was so bougie. She did 2 days birthday thing because her birthday is actually the 3rd day.
Wow.
Yeah, she always does something like bougie, and I love it. So that's why I'm like, hey guys, sorry, I'm going on a little mini vacation, even if it's in town. Yeah. But yeah, so I like Fuji's, super amazing. It's funny because they told me there's a specific time you go, and when they make it the best, and I think it's because things are fresh, and that's either like either early in the morning or it's like dinner. Like late dinner. Mm-hmm. So I'm just kind of like, oh shoot, like I think I would rather go early in the morning because that's when like they just took out the fish. It's cold and cut it. I think it's like 9 or 10.
Do you want to go for dinner on a weekday?
We can,
so that there's more time.
We could do dinner on a week. Oh, it would have to be on like a Tuesday or something because Justin works 2 jobs. So yeah, it would have to be on like a Tuesday. Would you guys be okay on a Tuesday?
Yeah.
Oh, because Alex works too.
Yeah, Alex works too.
I forgot. Yeah, so that's my second one. And then the third one will have to be... Oh, this is really hard. Oh. I don't know what it's called either, but I would definitely put it in the description because I want to make sure that you guys get this. Is this Korean restaurant in Santa Clara? Yeah, do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, the one that you went with your sister.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, they serve like authentic like Korean food.
They do.
Ajuma style.
They really do, and it's really just ajumas in the back cooking, and they're serving, and it's a good place when you see Korean students there just hanging out, and they're just drinking soju, like in the K-dramas. And I was like, it starts with a J, I forgot, but it was so surreal. I really felt like out of place because there was like a table, a group of like all the grandpas, the Korean grandpas, like they're just talking and talking, and I was just kind of like, oh my gosh, Anne, like we're in Korea. And she was just kind of like, I know, right? And like my favorite thing there is their pork kimchi fried rice.
Ooh.
And their alcohol drink that is soju. It's called a soju, Sprite, and lemon. And let me tell you, it's deadly because when you drink it, you're like, oh, it is nothing. Heck no, that thing will freaking like hit you like a freaking train after you're like 2-3 shots in, because you're just kind of like, oh shoot, it snuck up on me. And like and it's good to drink it with your food because it's so light and your food's so strong. It definitely cuts the grease. There's another dish there. I don't know what it's called, but when you look at the order, it's basically just tofu and like pork slabs, and with like mixed with kimchi. And basically what you do is you get the kimchi and the pork and lay it on top of your tofu. You just eat it. So freaking good.
I gotta have to try that.
We have to.
Oh, but then Alex doesn't like Korean food.
Really?
It doesn't suit his palate. It's like super different.
Yeah.
And so like he's always like grimacing when he's like
well, I mean, he can be like, because even Justin doesn't like either. It's actually tteokbokki is like my favorite. But I think I mean, if they
get
if
the meat dishes and they'll be fine.
Yeah, I think it's the grilled, like, the grilled beef. They'll definitely, with the sesame seeds and stuff like that.
Yeah,
I think they'll be okay with that. And then when you and I were like, oh, go exotic,
like, everything.
I know. So those are my top 3 food places. I'll definitely put it into the description because I think that they're well worth it. It is on the pricey side, so definitely come prepared with $100 at least in your wallet, because especially if you're eating for 2, because these people are working so hard for their food. Like they especially the chefs in the back, they don't make like bullshit food, like fast food and stuff. We can easily get it for like $10, but these people, like, I would say like per plate it's probably like $15 to $20. And so especially Korean food, I realized I've gone to a couple of Korean restaurants, they're expensive because there's a lot that goes into it. Big servings, that's true, because they like it. That's how they eat it in their homes. And so, but there's a lot of seasoning, a lot of vegetables, a lot going on in there, but it comes together and it's so beautiful. And I'm actually glad that even if your taste buds, it's like you like a straight note, I'm glad that you're willing to at least like you like Korean food, because it is a little crazy sometimes with their spices and stuff like that. Yeah. And actually, you told me you liked it curry too, like, right? Thai curry. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because you've had my dad curries before.
Yeah, I think curry is one of my favorites.
I feel like like when my dad makes it, like, it's a little bit too rich for me sometimes because of the coconut. But I'm actually surprised that you really like it.
Really? Yeah. I know, like, Korean, not Korean, curry is actually like one of my favorites. It was one of my favorites last year and the year before. Mm-hmm. But now I like more plain foods. I don't know. When I was still dating my ex-boyfriend, I like ate a lot of food, and so now I cook, and so like I don't flavor my foods as much because like it's just too much for me.
Well, I definitely have to cook for you then. More.
Yes.
I know. I hate it because I hate eating the same thing every single day, and so I will always try to, when I did cook a lot for my parents, like a couple of months ago, because now that they're like everyone's like busy and stuff like that, I don't really cook it because even I'm busy myself. But before, when I wasn't, I did cook a lot for them, and I would do like a chicken curry tomato like stir fry. My sister knows that she likes it when I made it when she was still living with us, and my family will be like, yeah, it's good, like it's something different. Now it's become like one of our things where it's like, oh, I miss eating it because we had it so often. Another thing too, it's like I like to play with different like combinations of vegetables and meat together, just because a lot of vegetables do release different type of flavors when you cook them. Sometimes it's super sweet, or sometimes they could become sour when you cook them. So yeah, it's really different. And I think ever since we've had our own garden, we definitely use a lot of the vegetables there because we have to before it becomes waste.
Yeah.
So yeah, we have no choice.
I think I like more mild food now because like one of my favorite type of food is like soup. Ooh, and yes. Like you can make super flavorful soup, or you can make super like bland soup. And I like a good like medium. Like I think my soups are super flavorful. Like I spent all year making like wonton soup last year.
Hey, that's a broke college food that fills you though.
It's so good. I'm
not gonna lie.
And like I love putting a lot of vegetables in there. Bok choy. And then I recently like one of my favorite foods right now is like kopia. And I make it from scratch, yes. Like the noodles from scratch.
Oh, you know how to do that?
Yeah.
Ooh, okay.
I did it. I made it so much, and like it's one of my favorite foods because it's like it's really simple because it's like literally just like rice flour, and then your chicken stock, and you know, it's so good.
But I hate mixing it because you have to do it when the water is super hot.
Yeah, or else it clumps up.
Yeah. Oh gosh, I remember making it with these like grandmas. You know, they're the ones that got the rough steel hands. And let me tell you, like I look at them like, oh my god, I don't know how you do it, because it's literally boiled water, still boiling, and they pour it, and they're like mixing it like crazy. It's
so hot.
Yeah.
And then I made like hot and sour soup and miso soup and like just all types of soups.
You know what I need to make you? Zuppa.
What's zuppa?
Zuppa is, okay, correct me if I'm wrong, I think it's Italian, because I've had it like in Olive Garden, but my mom also made it like homemade because she was like, she goes, I crave it, and she looked it up and she just made it, and I swear every time she makes it, it lasts like 2 days because she makes a lot, but we eat it breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and like everyone's not complaining because it has Italian sausage, it has garlic cloves, so like it doesn't like, it's not in the soup like spread out the flavor, but if you want it in your soup, you scoop it and you put it in your own. Does that make sense? Yeah, so it's in there. And then you have kale. I know a lot of people don't like kale because when you eat it raw, it is bitter, but when you cook it down, girl, it is so good.
Never tried it.
Potatoes, and like just the broth is mainly chicken broth only. And then you add a little like I think creamer, and then like it's so freaking good. I have to make it. It feels so homey. I think after we eat it, we might fall asleep because it's so delicious.
Is it like thick, like clam chowder thick?
No,
or is
it's
it like
not.
light?
It's light.
Oh.
Yeah, which is why I like it, because you can drink the liquid. Now for clam chowder, you can't really drink that. So, but I love clam chowder though.
I'm a sucker for soup and like Asian food. Yeah. So like my top 3s would be Japanese blossoms.
Okay, Justin and I are gonna go there soon.
First time?
Yeah, because he got a $50 gift card to it.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Their miso soup is really, really good.
Okay, I'll try that.
Like their sushi is like phenomenal. Like me and Alex went, and it was like embarrassing because we were like, oh my god, you know, like in public, and people are like, oh, what the hell, these broke ass college students. For sure, like I love going there. Let's see. I don't know. Like I had a few in mind. Japanese blossoms, and then in San Diego there's this really good Japanese like shop that we went to, and they're called Chopsticks, and it's so good. Like their udon noodles, like their curry, like their ramen are so good.
Well, you guys definitely know where to get the soups from. Patricia's making a list. I like soup too. Recently too, because it's been super cold. Yeah. And I've been very congested.
I love it. We ate there like just this last month, and
when you guys went over there,
we were like, oh my god, it's so good.
Goodness.
Man, where else? Like, there's so many like good spots. Trying to think. There's a really good like sushi place in the Bay Area in Santa Clara, but I don't remember the name of it. Like, honestly, in the Bay Area, the sushi is like really good. Period.
Yeah, because it's right there.
Yeah.
Well, definitely. We'll have this all in the description below. We're not gonna let you guys hang in. Yeah. Especially if you guys are big on just traveling for the food. I do that. I love traveling just for the food. Yeah, and the sightseeing, of course. Well, now I'm pretty sure. Oh, what?
In Mexico, we went to a corner shop. It's called Birria Carlos, and it's like, it's literally, they have it beef and lamb, and they cook the bone and make the broth, and then they boil like like pulled pork.
Yeah.
And they do that to the meats, and so like it's like shredded when you get it, and you drink it with the soup.
Ooh.
And corn tortillas. And I never thought I'd like it.
Well, you never had corn tortillas?
I don't like the ones up here.
Yeah.
But they make it fresh.
Yeah.
And it's so good with like cilantro and onion and amazing like chef's kiss.
Where's that at again?
In Mexico. Yes. I was like, oh my god, because last time Alex was like, okay, I'm gonna take you and we're gonna go eat.
Definitely just going to your wedding just to try that.
Dude, yes. It's so good. Like, you'll love it. And I wanted like seconds, but we're not gonna be fat today.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Won't be able to walk out of here. Oh my god. I know, I love trying other cultures' food. And I mean, don't get me wrong, there's a lot of things in our culture that I love so much, and like I could eat like crazy and I can't stop myself. But before we actually get to our Hmong foods, because I know that, a lot of people want to know, let's get into what is an automatic no food. And I'm so sorry if we like diss on these places.
Like a place?
Or, okay, if you don't want to do places, you can do dishes. Like a type of food that you... Oh my god, definitely a huge bleep on that. Huge bleep.
I'm like banned.
We're canceled from there.
Yeah. Let's see.
I think...
Trying to think of something in Chico. There's a lot of places in Chico that I don't eat at.
Okay. I got one. They're not bad. Okay, y'all? They're not bad. But it's not authentic to my tasting. And a lot of people... And I honestly... The one thing that I will probably get there is their guac. It's Tres Hombres. So, I will go there for their guac and their dip. Delicious. I like it. It's flavorful, right? But everything else on the menu, I don't like it because there's just no
flavor.
Authenticity. I can say authenticity. It's not Mexican food.
It's not authentic.
Yeah, it's not authentic. Yeah, it's not authentic, and I feel really sad because knowing if I do go there, if I want authentic Mexican food, I shouldn't have gone there. I should have just gone to that taco stand that's run by a family.
Yeah.
I should have gone there. But obviously, I went there because the bar was just like down the street, and we were just trying to get some food on our system, so we won't.
Was that the first time you went?
With you and Alex. No, it wasn't. That was the second time, though.
I went twice, and that's the most I've ever go.
Same. I went twice, and I was like,
I went the first time, and I was like, ooh. And I went the second time, I'm like, maybe it'll be better, and it wasn't.
And it wasn't, yeah. I went the first time, I was kind of like, And then the second time was kind of like, yeah, it's...
We're not coming back.
Yeah, we're not coming back. It's because it's expensive for not the kind of palate that I'm used to. right?
Yeah.
So, but the guac and the chips are good, and I think that's what they're really known for, because people literally, they go there for the guac and chips, they pay for that, and their expensive drinks, and then they go to the bar. But no hate for Tres Hombres. Like, it's definitely a chill hangout place, because they got good music, good mixed drinks. But I definitely would not be there if I want some good Mexican food. Like, definitely
There's
not.
another Mexican place across the street that's not good.
Right from that place?
Yeah, what is it called? They have another one. Everyone goes to it because they're like, oh my god, it's so good. Like, the Mexican food is so good. I'm like, no, it's not.
Is it something taqueria?
No, not even close. It's the one right across from the street. It's not good.
I was told that if it has a bad name already, you already know it's not good. Yeah, because there's one, literally from where you and Justin live. It's something La Familia something.
Oh, the one
right
in
there,
that plaza?
Yeah, it's alright.
It's alright. I went there and I was like,
Yeah, I was like, excuse me.
The one in that corner is alright, but I love the taco truck across from Burger King.
Oh, yes.
And they personally know, like, Alex, and every time I go, they're like, oh my god, hola, and, like, asking me, like, oh, do you know Spanish? Like, he's gonna teach you Spanish, and, like, you guys are gonna, like, be so well off.
How does he know them?
He talks a lot, obviously, so they became friends really fast.
That's true. Yeah, because I know that, Sunny and Shan, they go there, too. And they love that place, and they always tell me, yeah, we would never trade this place for anything else. And I'm just like, I will have to go there again, because I went there once when I came with Cheyenne on Chico State Campus. She was like, do you want to go eat some Mexican food? I'm like, yeah, where? Walk freaking miles, bro.
It's not that far.
It's not that far. I was like, my legs are killing me. And we had to eat while we walked, because they had to go to class. I'm like, this is not worth it. If I have to jog and eat at the same time, I'm going to get a stomach ache.
I used to do that during lunch. There's a place we got like a burrito at, because like burritos are not like an actual Mexican food.
Okay.
Yeah, so like traditionally they eat tacos, right?
Uh-huh.
And burritos are like a California thing, but they name it Mexican food.
That's why they call it California burritos. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, it's not, but I love burritos because everything's like wrapped into one. Whatever, Alex always makes fun of me, but I'm Californian, so
yeah, right.
We got burritos from this really like we'd never tried it before, and we got them, and the burritos were like the perfect size, and they didn't put too much like meat or rice. You know how they put a lot of rice sometimes. Shoot, like I don't remember. We had it recently, and it's so good, and like you should go eat it, but I don't remember. I have to. I'll have to ask. Chico? I'm pretty sure it was.
Okay, I have another one that's wasn't good.
We're like talking about good food right now.
I know. Oops. An automatic no is, I think, Uncle Ping's, right down really down the street from Tong Fong Lu.
Never had Uncle Ping's.
But you know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they're called Uncle Ping's, but I don't like them. I went there and we ordered their chicken curry, and it the chicken, like a chicken yellow curry or something like that. It literally tastes like the ramen chicken packet.
Ew.
Yeah, and like chicken bouillon. Like that's like what it tastes like.
That's nasty.
It was disgusting, and I don't like it. Like you can tell that the pasta grit it's super fat, which is a good side, right? On the good side, because we like really big pasta grits, but it was kind of like soft. Like you know that the dough wasn't cooked all the way. Yeah, so I was like, dang it. And like, maybe they're better now, but I ate there when I was like back in like middle school, but I don't see no business happening there. So I'm guessing that's just they're bad overall.
I'm surprised they're still open. I heard they got closed because of like
violations.
Yeah.
I heard about that too. And I don't see any cars or people coming in and out of that place.
Ever.
So, yeah.
Shoot, I can't think of any. Like, there's a lot of bad, like, Asian stores, restaurants around.
In Chico?
But a lot of them die out. Like, yeah, in Chico.
Oh.
Like, if they're not good, they go bad. Oh, you know that one by Marshall's in Orville?
Yes.
Don't ever go there.
I don't know what it's called, but I know there used to be like a mixed Chinese food with sushi, right?
I think so. We went. It was like Chinese food, but then everything was cold and like nobody goes there to eat except for like really old like white folks.
Yeah, I ate there once. It was alright, but that was like in the beginning when they opened.
Oh.
Yeah, but I definitely wouldn't go there though either.
I went there like 3 years ago. 3-4
I think
years ago.
I think that's around the time I went. I think too.
It was really bad.
When I was like in high school, so that's not 3 years ago.
That was not 3 years ago.
But yeah, I went in high school, so yeah, you definitely went when they were probably going down. Yeah.
Well, automatic no for me.
I think we should wrap it up with our favorite or least favorite Hmong food.
Ooh. I have a lot. Like, kopia for soup, and then I love, like,
your favorite,
la.
Right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
My favorite food. And then I love la. I love any kind of, like, fish dish.
Okay.
I love fish a lot. Like, my dad makes it so good.
Steamed or grilled?
Both.
Oh, like any time they make
type
fish.
Of fish that my dad makes is super good.
That's
the only time I eat fish, to be honest.
When they go fishing. Yeah.
And then what's another good one? A lot of good stuff. Like I love like one of my favorite Hmong foods that I feel like nobody it's not like everyday food. Like the squirrel every season.
Ooh,
squirrel stew is like my favorite dish out of all time.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I'm salivating.
No, it's okay.
So many good foods. I think my least favorite food used to be egg roll. It was so like
it's definitely a kid's favorite. Yeah.
No, like least favorite when I was a little kid.
Oh, really?
I hated it because it was so greasy.
But you like it now?
Oily. I still don't.
Oh.
Like if it's like lumpia size, like I'll eat it.
Oh yeah.
I hate like the grease and the oil from the egg roll.
Oh, so you're saying egg rolls is your least favorite?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were saying it was your favorite. I was like, what?
No.
Oh, girl, I didn't know that. So then is that the only least one?
Yeah, I would say so.
Okay. I'm gonna start with my least. Bitter melon.
Oh.
I don't like it. I feel like if you do like it, you have a very mature taste bud.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like bitter stuff, and so bitter melon really ruined it for me. I was like, ugh, so gross. I spat it out so quick. It almost tastes like the bitter piece of the cucumber. Like like at the tips or whatever. Like I did not like it.
It tastes good boiled. I like it boiled with ground pork.
Nope, if I can still taste the bitterness, I'm tossing you out. So my mom was like, I'm gonna grow some bitter melon on garden. I was like, hell no.
Who's gonna eat it?
Yeah, you're gonna be the only one eating it, because when things flourish and it grows a lot and you have to harvest a lot, I'm like, you're definitely eating it
alone.
I'm like, like, or you better be selling it to the Hmong store or something. You know how like those ladies, they bring it to the Hmong store. I was like, that is so gross. Like I can't handle it, and I'm so sorry for those who can eat it. I wish I can, and I wish it didn't taste bitter to me, because it looks good, but it does not taste good to me.
It's super bitter.
My all-time favorite, and might get like my hands get sticky, like I always steal it, has to be pho. But it okay. So here's the thing. But there's a specific way though. When you make the pho, right? Don't just put it right here and then roll it. I like the meat sprinkled everywhere, so that every bite and every layer has meat in it. I freaking love it, and I like to have I think other people make it different, but it's ground pork with that fungus, that black fungus.
Oh, I don't like it with it.
You don't?
I'm plain and simple. Like my favorite Hmong food, like a couple years, like last year basically.
Yeah.
Until today, because I love kopia. This year is just like soup here.
Yeah.
But I make it like ground pork. And put a lot of green onion and sprinkle salt and you roll it up and it's good.
Oh, so you do that while you're rolling it?
No, you cook it. Like,
oh, okay.
You like
I'm a
crisp it.
Y'all doing a lot.
No.
Yeah, no, me too. I love but I like to have that fungus in it, and then definitely some green onions because you need some green in it. And another thing too. Okay, so I love spring rolls, but the way how I make it, which is really really spoiled. Like it's you're so like I'm spoiling people when I make it. So basically, it's of course the noodles, the lettuce, right? But I put ground pork. You put in there, even shrimp.
Oh my God, combination spring roll.
And I think it's called gayan, right? That white loaf. I put that in there. And then you got girl, I'm telling you. Then you put obviously you gotta put cilantro in there so it gives you that refreshing taste.
You gotta
and
put
then
that in.
some carrots, some shaved carrots, roll it up with some delicious peanut sauce. My peanut sauce has to have a lot of peanuts in it.
I hate peanut sauce.
Oh, what?
One thing I absolutely hate to eat is peanut. Like
The hoisin peanut sauce?
No, peanut butter, period.
Really?
Like anything with peanut butter, unless like I can't taste it, I'll eat. But then I can't do the peanut sauce with the hoisin. It's nasty.
Girl, or do you and you don't like peanuts either?
Mm.
Oh my god, girl, you're missing out. You like the sweet sour shit.
Yeah.
What?
It's good. Like you water it down a little bit.
Put lime, put pepper.
Lime, put pepper.
Yeah.
And like,
No, I love peanut butter. So my mom looks at me, put peanut butter in my pho. She's like, ew, you're weird. I'm like, that means my sauce is creamy.
That's
not
so
too
nasty. I can't. Peanut butter in my pho. I eat my pho plain.
Yeah, and I like a lot of nuts in my papaya too. And here's my favorite. My favorite is not just the papaya. It's the young mango and cucumber papaya, which my aunt makes, and it's like deadly. It's
spicy
delicious
and savory.
Ooh, how many peppers do you put in your papaya?
3.
I'm a little bitch. I only want 1. I want to enjoy it, not burn my tongue off. Like you guys are crazy.
Enjoy the pepper.
No, I want to enjoy like the fruit itself that's in it. So and I like the crunchy, the fishiness, the crab paste.
Yeah.
So
the
so
sauce
delicious.
has to be good if there's no pepper.
That is true, and it's funny because I've heard that a lot of people like their sauces different. They like it really sweet or super sour or like a little bit on the saltier side.
Fuck! I wanted to go to Hmong New Year so I could eat fucking food.
Oh yeah, I was like, didn't you say you were planning to go to Fresno New Year? Like
we
with your
didn't
parents?
go though because my parents didn't want to go, and then Alex was like, "Oh, let's go," but I was like, "Nobody gonna go." Us. And it's not fun when you go by yourself.
That's true. Justin and I would have went, but we're broke as fuck, so.
I know, we spent hella money. I'm like, Alex, we don't have money. He's like, yeah, we do, look. And I'm like, nah, pretend you don't have money.
Yeah, I only wanted to go because I wanted to go for the food for sure. And also seeing the Hmong celebrities because those are usually fun to spot, when you go to the New Year's. Especially Fresno because it's super big. But yeah, I think I would have to say it's just the fuego, definitely the mango and cucumber papaya. Not my all time, like I would die for it, but it is something that I do prefer versus the regular papaya. And then definitely the spring rolls I make with the shrimp and ground pork and with that loaf, that meatloaf that I don't know what it's called. But my last one, the one that I would die for is nam cao. It's not a Hmong dish, it's a Thai dish. But it's basically a fried rice with nuts, basil, mint. It's basically fried rice that they made to a ball. They fried it, then they break it apart, and they put
Oh.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about?
Ow.
You don't like that, girl?
It's like crunchy.
It's crunchy,
and sweet, and like.
And it's a little sour
and
salty.
Sour, and I'm like. Too much.
Oh,
too much.
No, girl.
You got the texture, you got the flavors, you got the smell, you got everything going on.
Dude, I like an orgasm in my mouth. I need an explosion. And I think that's why Justin, when he looks at me when I eat with a lot of things in my mouth. So like it's kind of like people who eat chips with their sandwich. Like I have to combine it together.
Oh.
Yeah, and then or like I have to have like a lot of sauce on my stuff. Yeah, I like the different craziness in my mouth.
Man.
Yeah, an explosion.
Man, I usually do like stir fry, like a traditional Hmong like food. Be like stir fry with like.
What sauce do you put in your stir fry? No sauce?
Oyster sauce.
Okay, oyster sauce. Okay, good.
Yeah, like if it's not salt, it's oyster sauce. Or
you
some
don't
soy
put
sauce.
2?
Well, I put both.
Oh, okay. I'm like, girl.
But like, if I'm not like just if I'm not feeling just a salt day, I'll put some oyster sauce too.
Damn, you plain Jane
Oh
for
my
sure. Oh my god, you plain Jane for sure.
And my like fried rice usually is like, I don't know. I think I spice it pretty well. Like I don't like it super strong.
Yeah, yeah.
It's not like it's not like white people food. Trust me.
I trust you. I trust you. All right. Well, we had so much fun talking about our food experiences, and we definitely forgot about time.
Oh my gosh.
But I just want to say that definitely let us know in the comments what are your guys' favorite Hmong food, and definitely write down what are your favorite top 3 food places that you cannot say no to. And we would love that because we travel for the food. I definitely think traveling for food is worth the travel, so definitely let us know. It doesn't have to be in town, it can be definitely anywhere that you have visited, because I would like to keep a tab on that. So I just want to say that please like and share and comment down below, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Bye!